Hello, Joshua. Can you hear me? So I've been talking. I'm hoping that since I have been on here that you have been able to hear me as far as what I was saying, what I was recording. Let's see, this here says, so I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right. So I've been talking. I'm hoping that since I have been on here that you have been able to hear me as far as what I was saying, what I was recording. It looks like it just came in. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right. As far as what I was saying, what I was recording. It looks like it just came in. So I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right. Hello, testing, testing. Can you hear me? I'm hoping that you can hear me now. I've been on here talking, it seems like, for about 15 minutes. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? I'm hoping that you can hear me now. I've been on here talking, it seems like, for about 15 minutes. Okay. Can you hear me? I'm hoping that you can hear me now. I've been on here talking, it seems like, for about 15 minutes. So I think that I finally got this set up right. Okay. So I think that I finally got this set up right. Okay. So I'm going to start again, but welcome into my live with Keto and Granny tonight. I've been sitting here running my mouth for the longest, and no one has heard it. Ah, a lot of people probably say, okay. I was talking about how my week went this week. I had a really good week as far as the different foods that I ate and sticking to my plan. I okay. Just a moment, just a moment. I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay. Hi, low carb queen. Glad that you're able to join me. It seems like whenever I start a live, my phone starts ringing and everything just starts happening all at one time. But I'm still going to continue on with this live no matter what. I'm going to continue on with this live no matter what. I was talking about my action plan that I use this week as far as trying to stay on point and staying focused on my weight loss journey. This week, I was able to make changes where I started eating more healthier. I started making better food choices. Yes, Low Carcoon, I've been on here just talking away, and you couldn't hear me. I think I talked for about 17 or 18 minutes. And then I realized that it was not coming through. I had to check it by turning on my own TV set here to see if I could hear myself. So I'm still getting used to doing the lives. I I haven't been doing them a lot. I started off doing lives pretty well regularly, and then I got away from that, especially since I moved from Seattle up to Oklahoma. So now I'm just trying to get back in the habit of doing lives. And I made a challenge to myself this week that I was going to put out a video every day. And so I have been able to do that so far, no matter whether it's a short, a video, are alive. So that's what I am working on doing. Also, plus the challenge to get healthier. I cooked almost all of my meals at home this week. I didn't eat out. I don't remember eating out this week. I made a commitment to try to cook everything at home and also to have vegetables with every meal this week. I was able to do that. And also, I was able to eat salads, I believe, at least about 4 or maybe 5 times this week, as far as sticking to my weight loss plan. I only walked the lake twice this week instead of 3 times. So that's something that I have to work on. I wanted to go and walk today, but it's been so windy outside today and yesterday. It's been so windy. And then we have the storms that were coming in. It's just been a little bit too much. So I haven't been out in that type of weather. Now I did go out doing some door dashing. Um, you know, but as far as just being out in the weather, I haven't done that. Low Carb Queens is definitely on the same page about trying to create content every day. Yes, that's something that I'm working on. Um, really working on trying to create some content every day. Now I have a video that I'm working on editing that I'm going to release. I was going to release it today, but that's why I hopped on here to do a live, just to make sure that I am sticking to my challenge of doing something, you know, that's related to my channel. So I thought I'd just get on here and go over my action plan, but also talk about how I did this week. I was able to start keeping track of the foods I was eating by using my carb manager. Now I have to get back in the habit of doing that maybe on a daily basis, just to look at. I like to look at numbers. I'm a numbers person, so I like to look at my percentages as far as my macros. I am staying away from the scale because I want to see exactly how much I lose without tracking it going down, every other day. Um, I was able to cook, like I said, healthier meals this week. And I'll share that with you all in the video that I'll be releasing tomorrow. I'm working on taking 15-minute walks after my meals daily, on a daily basis after I eat, especially taking a walk at the end of the day for just 10 or 15 minutes after I eat. I feel like that'll help my food to digest better and also help me, also. How, so am I a numbers person? How has you all's week went with your weight loss journey? Like I said, I fell off one day this week because I had some candy. We were out working and I went in the store for something. I was doing shopping for a customer and they had of course, they always have the candy bars right there at the register, eye level, You're standing there. So I got a candy bar, and I think it was something like buy one, get one free. It was at a 7-Eleven store, and it was peanut butter and chocolate. I love peanut butter and chocolate. So I got that and had some candy bar, and I forgot what day it was. I believe it was probably around Wednesday. But so on that day, I made sure that I took a walk around the lake, and I also did OMAD on that day to make sure that I burnt up that extra glucose that I put into my body. Yes, I did. Um, I don't beat myself up when I fall off my diet. I don't beat myself up. I don't, you know, any of that. I used to. I used to be my hardest critic, but now I have learned to be just a little bit gentler with myself. Um, we have to learn that no two weight loss journeys are alike. We can watch someone else um, eat certain foods and lose weight, and we try to eat those foods and lose weight, and it doesn't work for us. Well, that's good. Low Carb Queen says, my week has been pretty good. That's good, Low Carb Queen. I know I had watched, I try to tune in, and on Saturdays. This morning I was in another live, and I let it extend over into to the live. So I will get to watch the replay. So I'm glad that you had a good week as far as everything that you're doing on your weight loss journey also. And you had some good recipes that I saw you try. I made a recipe this week. Oh, it was so good. Some burgers, and I'm sharing that on my video. That's why I'm trying not to say and give away the type of burgers that I made. But they were so good, so bomb, so delicious, and I really didn't think I was gonna like them because I am not the type of person really that likes to eat that type of food too much. But I tell you, it was so good, and we are still eating on those. I ended up getting like 8 patties, um, and those 8 patties, let's see, I've eaten 2 patties so far, and he's eaten about 3 or 4. He's eaten about 3 patties. I got 8 out of there, yeah. So I have one more to eat, and he has one more that he can have. But it was so good. I've got to figure out the macros on there because I don't have the macros included in the video, and I do want to include the macros because you can make it several ways. You depending on what you use is how your calorie count, your macros, and everything is going to come out. Oh, thank you, Low Carb Queen. Thank you so much. I'm wanting to be more supportive to people on YouTube. I feel that we all should support each other, help each other's channel grow because the information that we share, it can benefit a lot of people. It can really benefit a lot of people to help them on their weight loss journey because a lot of times people just really think that it cannot be done. I was one of those that felt, oh, I just knew that it could not be done until I read about a young lady who went on a weight loss journey. She lost something like 100 pounds, and she did it all naturally. So I just started, reading about that and getting more information about how to change my diet in order to start seeing results. Plus, she was diabetic and she reversed her diabetes. That's when I first started hearing about that. That was like around 2017, 2018 that I started hearing about people being able to reverse their diabetes by the way that they ate. And it was very low carb. And I don't remember if she even mentioned the ketogenic diet or anything like that. But I heard others talking about the ketogenic diet. I'm going to be starting a ketogenic diet soon. So I started doing my research. My daughter-in-law, I started doing my research, finding out about the ketogenic diet, what it involved, what to expect, you know. because they got to talking about things like the keto flu and different stuff like that. So I learned about it, and then I started doing it, and I started seeing results. I started seeing results. Now, when I first started doing the ketogenic diet, I did not do it correctly. I did a lot of, I would say I had a lot of bumps and bruises along the way, but I learned how to calculate my macros. Once I learned how to calculate my macros, once I understood that fiber didn't count, once I understood the difference between total and net carbs, um, then I was able to actually do the ketogenic diet and see some really, really good results in 30 minutes. And I really did enjoy. So I'm getting notifications of others um, that I'm started following, and they're getting ready to have like their shows and everything. So I'm just setting up some of my notifications for that as I am doing my video here. But I think that we all should really support each other as much as we can. I look at Traces of Twan, just a lot of different ones that I am, I don't want to say finding on YouTube, since I have started participating more in everyone's lives. Lives can be very beneficial to all of us. So I'm actually just learning how to start doing this more using an avatar until I get more comfortable, doing this. Um, Also, a lot of people make mistakes. Yes, low carb queen, that's great. That is great that you said low carb queen. Says I agree. I support whenever I can. I was thinking about what are some of the things that people, may want to know about that they don't really talk about. And some of this was some of the mistakes that we make when we're trying to have a successful weight loss journey. I know I make a lot of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. Um, Weight loss can be something very, very challenging to do, but in the end, it can be very, very rewarding. And a lot of it depends on why you're on your weight loss journey. That's why it's very important to have a why and to know why, because this is going to give you a way to set your goals. It's going to give you something to focus on, and just make you, aware of what you need to do. Me, I'm on a weight loss journey to shed extra pounds, not so much as to achieve a dream weight, but just to shed some more extra pounds. I want to be under 200. That's something that I really want to accomplish, you know, at least by the end of the summer, but for sure by the end of the year, to be under 200 pounds. Um, like I said, weight loss is very, very challenging. It's not something that's easy to do. Even though some people do it and they make it look so easy, weight loss is not something that is easy to do. You have to really set some clear goals. If you don't set goals, or, set up some type of a roadmap, then it's going to be very easy for you to lose your way or to stray off track on your weight loss journey. So make sure that you're setting some specific, measurable, and realistic goals, that's going to help you be successful. Low Carb Queen says, my why is to get healthier because I am getting older and I don't want to have to depend on people because of my weight. That is so true. That is so true, Low Carb Queen. Um, I want to say that's kind of one of the reasons that I'm here in Oklahoma. I don't want others to feel like they have to take care of me or that they are obligated to take care of me because most of my children are in Seattle, Washington. I am here in Oklahoma. And to me, I am teaching them to be more dependent for themselves where they don't have to worry about me so much, where they just can't come around the corner to see about mom, to make sure that mom's okay, where I feel like they could be concentrating on some other things because I hear things that they say sometimes if something happens to mom, then I'm going to do this. So I kind of felt like the way for me to, I don't want to say to get them prepared for whatever life brings to them. They can't feel like they can't go on if I'm not here. So I put some distance between us so that um, to me, that helps them to learn to be more independent of that type of thing. So, you know, that still goes back to setting goals. That's something, a goal that I set to, just be able to help them to be more independent from me. You can set goals for so many different things in your life and work on them. And you can work on those goals at the same time, you know, that you're on your journey to getting healthier. Um, you may have a goal that you want to have smoother skin. These things may sound simple or different things like that, but during the time that you're losing weight, start getting some olive oil or something and putting on you. I use olive oil. I don't use lotion. And make you up a mixture of olive oil or something, put it on your face, just put it all over your body, just soak your body in some olive oil. Try that sometime. You will love the feeling. Get in the shower, have to take you a nice good shower, get out and drop, and then just slather your body in some olive oil and use the extra virgin. Okay, use the extra virgin. Low Carb Queen says, I was going to move to Florida, and they were having a fit. I know. Tell me, tell me. I had told mine that I was thinking about moving to Oklahoma, but I, how do I want to say, I came to visit, and I just decided to stay, and I haven't been back home. My daughter calls me a lot. She says, "Why did you run away from home?" And I told her I didn't run away from home. I just decided to stay, and that was the time that we decided to stay. So um, we're going to go back because I still have everything in Seattle in storage. We're going to go back. We're planning on going back in a couple of months to get our stuff and move it here to Oklahoma. Like I said, we're still um, have stuff up in Seattle. I've been paying storage for so long, and when you start paying the storage fees, and it's going to be a year. Oh, it's a year that I have been paying for storage fees when I think about it. And I do not like leaving my stuff in storage that long because you have to deal with the mice and different things because I had a storage one time and I paid for it for 3 years. I had to leave Seattle to care for my mother here in Oklahoma. And when I went back, my storage, a lot of the stuff in there was ruined from the rodents that had been through there. And oh, it was just so horrible. So I'm very anxious to get back there and get my stuff out of storage. I have plans to do that within the next month or so to get that done. Wow, that's a lot of money. It is, Low Carb Queen, when you start adding up. And then they add on those late fees too, because I wasn't on time all the time. One of my daughters has stuff in storage at $180 per month. Tell me about it. That's what a storage unit runs now. 10 by 10. Wow. $180 a month. Mine's not quite that high, but it is up there also. I say maybe just a little bit less than your daughter. But moving is so expensive. Just about anything that you do is expensive now. Just about anything that you do is expensive now. And I'm not really talking just on any certain topic tonight. I'm just on here, like I said, getting used to doing lives, talking about, you know, dieting, how your week went, um, just visiting, just visiting. Um, what I used to do is yes, it is. Moving is ridiculously expensive. Ridiculously expensive. Hey, everyone. Hey, Ron's Keto Cafe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't seen Ron. I have to come over and visit again. I haven't been over to Ron's Keto Cafe in a while. It's so glad to see you here. Um, yes, here tonight we're talking about the keto diet, just how our week went this week, um, different foods, because a lot of us on here we eat a little bit differently. We eat a little bit differently, but we all are on the same journey. It seems like, and we all have the same goals. Yes, we do. Um, Let's see. If anybody wants to come up tonight, you most certainly can. I'm practicing that also. So if you want an invite to come up and join in on the live tonight and, share how your week went, how your week is going, what you're planning for the weekend. I know my plans for the weekend is I have to make another prep as far as for my meats. I like to have meats really cooked and available in the refrigerator. Ron says, I'm having a non-scale victory, stayed the same in weight. That is good, Ron. That is good. Non-scale victories count, and non-scale victories are awesome. I say that all the time. Low Carb Queen says, I like what you said when you spoke about you have to do what is best for you and your journey. Yes, you do. You have to do what is best for you and your journey. Now, you may look at someone else. How do I want to say? You can model yourself after someone else, or, look at the type of foods that they eat and see how you can work that in for yourself. You may not be a person that likes Brussels sprouts. You know, you may not be a person that likes broccoli. You may like cabbage or cauliflower. Um, but you can find vegetables and different foods that you like that are very, very low carb, that can be made into a lot of different dishes and taste good. Ron Keto Cafe says walking for health is the key. 50-mile walking challenge for April. I'm 5 miles from the goal. Well, congratulations, Ron. That sounds great. Congratulations. Um, wow. I think I would like to join a walking challenge. Yes, I would. I would love to join a walking challenge for a month. I think that would be really cool just to have a walking challenge for a month. I was wanting to do something really, really special, or different for the month of May. And I can't say different because I'm always walking. I'm always trying to add in some exercise. I try to watch how I eat. And that's something that we're all doing. We're all on that journey. But it would be great, to have a challenge, even if it's just a walking challenge, like Ron said. He is walking for health, and he's in for a 50-mile walking challenge for the month. That would be something great for us to do. I will come up if you just want the practice. Okay, low carb queen, let me put the link here because it says invite. Okay, copy. Now, low carb king, can you just click on this and come up, or do I need to send it to your Gmail? Because I know once before I was able to just like put it in the chat, and they were able to click on it and come up. So I want to see if you can do it like that, and if not, okay, this is fine. There you are. Okay, I'm going to add you to the stage. Let's see. We're going to go like this. Okay, low
Hi,
carb queen, there you are. How are you?
I'm fine. How are
That's
you?
good. Oh, that looks good the way you did that. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Yes, I'm getting on. I made myself a challenge where I said, regardless, I'm going to do something every day to get on to a YouTube and do something in these YouTube streets to promote my channel and also to promote others. So I'm so glad that you're here with me.
Well, thank you. I show my face because, even when people come up, sometimes, especially when you put the link in the chat, it's
Uh-huh.
always good to see their face backstage. I've been in some lives where they just let the person up, and it was a troll.
Oh, oh, I've seen that. Now I've been in some lives and I've seen that happen before. Okay. Yes, you said
Yes,
you
so
had a
have
good week.
I.
Yes. You said you had
I
a good
did.
week this
I
week?
had a good week. Yes, I did. It was good. I'm doing a video actually too, because I have been doing the whole pescatarian thing.
Right, right.
Not eating meat, just fish and seafood. But let me tell you that I was craving some meat, so I broke down and I had some.
Oh,
So my video is
okay.
about that and the reaction to it.
Oh, okay. I hear people
Yes.
say that they
I
have
sh-
reactions sometime when they like they're eating a certain way and then when they add the meat back in and different stuff. So I'll be interested in looking at that video too. Ron says, I love doing live. I go live
yeah, but
most
other than
Tuesdays. Okay, Ron, I'll be sure and tune
oh,
in.
okay,
Yes. Now, if you want to come in
fine. What
with
time
us,
does he
you
go
are,
live?
huh? Low carb
I was.
queen?
I'm sorry. I was asking what time does he go live?
I don't have a set time. That's what I'm getting ready to decide what's a good time for me to go live because my thing is I seems like I'm obligated to do so much. And so when I set up a time, something usually will happen that I can't make it. So I'm trying to
I
learn how a lot of them do this. Seem like they schedule and then they have videos and different things set up. So I'm trying to learn how to do all that
mm-hmm.
those type of different things.
Oh, okay. I
Hmm.
trust me. I understand. I be running late on that 9 o'clock sometimes.
Oh, well, that's all right because you get them done. I always do the notify me, and then I'll try to make sure that I'm sitting at my computer at that time to be able to watch, and support
Mm,
people. Is what I'm trying to do now.
yeah.
Yes. So, what time did you make any
Well,
changes to your weight loss for this week or
I
recently?
I did. I'm down 5 pounds, but technically it's really only two because
Good
I
for
was
you.
up 3.
Congratulations. Good for you. Yes, yes, yes. What did you
Yeah,
do
so
differently
I'm
to
just
lose the
counting it
five
as a win.
pounds?
I was just watching those carbs. Those carbs for me, they play a big role in my weight gain and my weight loss.
Right,
They
right.
just
That's
they
true.
so I was, really watching my carbs and then trying to really cut that eating time off, trying to stretch that time to cut it off.
Right, right. So you sounds like you're
But
using
yes,
30-minute fasting.
yes, yes. Give me 1 minute. second. My aunt
Okay.
is calling me from Ohio. Hold on one
Okay, go
second.
right ahead. Ron says, same here. I love doing live. I go live most Tuesdays. Same here on the time. So mostly in the mornings is when Ron does his live. Ron, I'm going to be stopping by your lives, and I'm so glad that you're here this evening. I'm looking for a co-host once a week to motivate each other. I'll be stopping by, and I would love to help with that sometimes. If you'd like to come up with us here tonight, you can, because we're just basically talking about our week, how everything went, and just trying to really help each other and just keep each other, motivated, share ideas and different things. This week, like I said, I was able to add in a lot more vegetables. And one thing for me is I have atrial fibrillation. And what I have noticed is that when I eat a lot of vegetables or add in the vegetables to my diet, it really helps with my atrial fibrillation. It seems to help actually calm it down and to help my heartbeat just better than it was. So I try to eat vegetables and keep vegetables in my diet because vegetables, I get my potassium and my magnesium. I get a lot of good vitamins and minerals from eating the vegetables. So it's very important to me that I do have vegetables in my diet because I really can tell the difference when I start eating them. Ron says I started a Chaffles playlist every day at noon, a new recipe. Okay, Ron, a Chaffles playlist. Does that mean that you're sharing like different types of chaffles that people can make? Sorry, I had to take this call. There's been a death in the family. I am so sorry, low carb queen, and I will keep you in my prayers. Okay. Um, One thing I noticed for myself, what I was doing a while is I was overdoing it with the fad diets. I was trying to keep up with others who were doing things like they had the protein sparing modified fasting days. I would try to eat like that on the day. Then they would skip the next day and they would have a keto day. And I would try to follow and do different things like that. These type of challenges really didn't work for me because a lot of days, I wasn't able to have those type of foods that they had available. Ron is also saying that's correct. He says my prayers as well and hugs to low carb queen. Yes, so sorry. So, like I said, overdoing it with the fat diets, that just really didn't work for me. I was looking for a quick fix, and a lot of times that's what we're looking for when we start doing a lot of the fad diets. But we have to understand it took us a while really to gain the weight, and it's going to take us a while to lose the weight. So a lot of times it just does not go off fast. Now, for me, when I started the ketogenic diet, I felt like I lost weight fast. And when I say that, it was like 4 months in, I had lost 60 pounds. So that was an average of 15 pounds a month. And then within 9 months, I was at 90 pounds. And so it took me like 10 or 11 months, somewhere around in there, to lose 100 pounds on the ketogenic diet. And I felt like that was a fast weight loss for me. Even though it took close to a year, for me, that I averaged like about 10 pounds a month. And for me, that was a good average as far as a weight loss. That means I averaged about 2 pounds a week, anywhere 2.5 pounds a week. And that's a good pace to lose weight, around 2 to 2.5 pounds a week. That doesn't mean that your scale is going to keep going down all the time, steady, 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 because mine has never done that. Continue to go down steady. Ron says if there was a quick fix to weight loss, Oprah Winfrey would have found it. That is so true, Ron. If there was a quick fix to weight loss, Oprah Winfrey would have found it. Yeah, because she has shared her weight loss journey. for as long as I can remember on TV, Oprah has been trying to lose weight. Now she has accomplished that. And I'm not for sure how, because I thought it was like through Weight Watchers and different things like that. But now I hear people talking about, I don't know, about these shots, the Ozempic and the Wegovy and different things like that they use. So now for me, I'm scared to use any type of injections as far as to help me with my weight loss, or I prefer not to, because I was able to do this much naturally. So I just, continue on my natural weight loss journey. Ron's Keto Cafe said losing weight is a journey and takes time and patience, and trust the process. That's what you really must do. You must trust the process. As long as you're doing what you need to do, as long as you're eating like you're supposed to eat and eating healthily, if you're adding in some exercise, um, you are going to see some results. When I first started, I, went to the gym, I walked, and it just seems like I was so excited starting out on my weight loss journey. And I don't want to say I've lost some of that excitement along the way, but I'm trying to motivate myself back up to that point again, because it made it so much easier to lose weight when I was so much more motivated and excited about it. Ron's Keto Cafe says, my best advice to anyone struggling, do what works right for you. Right. Do what works right for you. On the ketogenic diet, I say I'm on the ketogenic diet, but there are times that I add in other foods that people will question and say, well, that's not really keto. And I am not a strict person like who strictly sticks to the ketogenic diet. I add in other foods that help me and that work for me also, um, like carrots, um, a lot of different things that I, you know, want to try. If there's something that I want to try, I will try to make a recipe and try to make it a keto friendly recipe. Ron's Keto Cafe says, I did all those above you mentioned. Walking is the key. Losing weight is easy. Keeping it off is the hard part. That is right. When I was losing weight, I followed Dr. Eric Berg a lot. I followed Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. It was a lot on Dr. Wiseman. And I learned something from each of them as far as losing weight. Um, and what I learned, the main thing from all of them is that the hardest thing was going to be to maintain that weight loss. And it was. I had to find a sweet spot to eat at, and I had to learn to eat at that sweet spot all the time. I still have to do that. I still have to eat at that sweet spot, and I have been doing that for a couple of years now. I have found out what works for me. I have found out how to maintain my weight. So if I don't lose or I lose and regain, I have been able to maintain my weight for a number of years, and that's around the 230, 236. Also, and I may go down lower, I may go a little bit higher, but I have learned to maintain my weight basically in the 230s. But I still need to lose more weight and to get smaller. I think that my problem is, like I said, I learned to maintain my weight right there. And so I have found that to be easy for me. Um, and it's a little hard sometimes to start going down from there. My scale is going down from there, but that's why I put it away, because it fluctuates. Sometimes when your scale is fluctuating, it can be very, very disappointing to you when you step on that scale and maybe yesterday you were 3 pounds lighter and today you gained 2 pounds back. My scale works like that. That's how my scale works. Sometimes you feel like your scale is working against you. But the scale is basically just a tool. It's a tool of measurement. And that's what I basically use it for. Ron's Keto Cafe says, I've been on maintenance off and on for a year and been able to keep off 110 pounds of the original 150 pounds I lost. I feel you, Ron. Yes, and that is very, very good. And I congratulate you on that because that is very, very hard to do. Yes, it is. I myself, I lost a total of 147 pounds, and I have been able, like I said, I've kept off 100, so I'm in that range also, around 100 to 110 pounds that I've been able to keep off. So maintenance is very, very important. Also, you all, maintenance is very, very important. Once you lose your weight, you will have to find your sweet spot. Find your sweet spot. Find the foods that work for you, and use those foods. Learn how to make them into different dishes. Thank you, Ron. Thank you so, so, so much. So, so, so much. Do not rely solely on that scale, um, to make you think that you're doing good or that you're not doing good. Do not rely solely on your scale. Your weight can fluctuate for many, many reasons, especially younger women. Your weight can go up and down so, so, so much. So don't rely on the scale. Don't forget to track other things like your body measurements, how your clothes fit, your energy levels. All of these things, these non-scale victories, all of these things count. So count these things also. Find an outfit that you like and aim to get in that outfit by a certain date and work toward that. There are many different things that you can do that are non-scale victories that can keep you motivated and keep you on track as far as reaching your goals. Do not rely solely on that scale. Remember, just use it as a tool. That's all it really is. It's just a tool for you to use. Also, make sure that you're not skipping your meals. Okay? Make sure that you're not skipping your meals. Whenever I skip meals, um, it makes me eat a little bit more. Let me say that again. Whenever I skip meals, it makes me eat a little bit more, maybe at the next meal. Ron says, I know the hard work you put into your weight loss journey. I call it a journey. The word diet feels like we're restricted on what we can have. That's true. That's true. I try not to say diet too, but then I do sometimes. I still use that word diet because diet does make you feel restricted in what you eat and what you can have. And this is not a diet. This is a journey, learning different foods that I can eat, learning how these foods work with my body, learning how to cook these foods, and the many different ways that these foods are beneficial to me. So I eat for the benefits. That's what I do a lot. I eat for the benefits. What am I going to get out of what I'm eating, what I'm putting into my body? I've learned how to eat like that. When at one point I was just eating to eat. I was eating because the food tasted good, and a lot of times I thought I wasn't going to have something tomorrow or the next day. That's how I ate. I do find myself, I'm one of those who come from the family mother always saying, don't waste your food because others don't have food. Eat everything on your plate. Your eyes are bigger than your stomach. All of that. So I've always kind of still been in that genre of not leaving food on my plate. So a lot of times, if I have food left, I would put it up and have leftovers. That's why you see me have leftovers a lot, because I still feel that I shouldn't waste food. So the way I have used that is I don't try to eat everything on my plate there at one time. It's what I have left, I can put away and I can have that for leftovers. So this is how I have worked this into my weight loss journey, where when I feel like I am wasting something, I can put it up and still have it for later. So you see me eat a lot of leftovers, and that's how I make that work for me. A lot of people who were raised like that, they still they have a hard time stopping eating because you were raised like that. But I found that by doing this, putting my food away, using it for leftovers, this helps me to make it through that. Okay, and I just thought I'd share that in case there's some of you out there that have that same problem also. Um, let's see, how long have I been? Oh, I've been on here an hour. I can't believe that I talked that long. Those who are here, I am so glad that you stopped by and joined me this evening. I hope that you have a plan for the weekend. It's good to have a plan for the weekend. It's also good to have a meal prep for the weekend to help you stay focused and on point, also, which is something that I'm going to be making. And I just really can't wait to share my video with you all. I'm going to just leave it and share it for tomorrow. So make sure that you tune in and watch it because I made something that I've never made before. I shared it on the video, and I tell you all, that came out awesome. Came out so good and so awesome. So everyone have a great, great weekend. I want to thank you all for joining me for my live. Um, I will be doing, like I said, a video every day. Let's see, Ron says, I'm planning on a beef and butter fast midweek. Oh, that sounds good. I've never done a beef and butter fast. I did start eating my beef where I was adding like butter to it, or adding butter to my steaks. When I make steaks and stuff like that, when I'm cooking them, I always cook them with butter and stuff. Anyway, but I have never just actually done a beef and butter fast. And I've seen a lot of people do that, but I haven't tried that yet. But Ron, I know you're going to do very well with that. I've seen a lot of the things that you do over on your channel, and I'm going to have to go over and check out some of the things. Just as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go over and check out your channel. But I want to say I hope everyone has a great weekend. Again, I offer my condolences and prayers to Low Carb Queen and her family. Um, Everyone stay safe, and I will see you the next time on my live. This is Keto Granny. Until next time, stay focused. Bye bye.